At the heart of the liar's mind paradox is the unsettling notion that the very tool we use to navigate the world, our mind, might not be trustworthy. After all, the mind is the instrument through which we discern truth from falsehood, make decisions, and build our reality. But what happens when that instrument begins to betray us? What happens when the very mind we depend on for clarity becomes unreliable, self-contradictory, and doubting of itself? Imagine this. You hear a voice inside you, your own internal narrator, calmly stating, "Everything I say is a lie." Now, if the statement is true, then it must itself be a lie. But if it's a lie, that would mean it's true. The paradox folds in on itself, creating a mental Mobius strip, a never-ending loop of contradiction. There is no resolution, no escape, just endless spiraling. It's one thing to consider this paradox from a theoretical standpoint. The mind is an intricate web of contradictions, a system capable of generating truths, falsehoods, and everything in between. But what if the voice making these contradictory claims is not some external entity, but your own mind, your own thoughts? Here's where things become deeply unsettling. Your mind might say, "This is who I am." It offers you a sense of identity, a semblance of certainty, like a foundation on which you can stand. But then, almost immediately, doubt creeps in and you hear, "But what if I'm wrong?" The narrative begins to shift. Now, the mind reassures you, "No, I know myself." But just as quickly, the question arises once again, "Do I really?" This is a spiral, a loop of self-doubt, self-questioning, and self-assurance, all in the span of moments. The mind becomes both judge and defendant, witness and fabricator. It oscillates between telling the truth and telling lies, all within the same thought cycle. And yet, despite this constant contradiction, the mind insists that you trust it. This is the liar's mind paradox in full effect. It's the realization that the very processes of your mind, which you rely on to navigate life, may be fundamentally flawed. The same mechanism that helps you make decisions, form beliefs, and interpret reality is capable of constructing truth and illusion with equal ease. Worse, it might even disguise one as the other, making it nearly impossible to distinguish what is real from what is fabricated. How can you use your mind to verify its own trustworthiness? It's like trying to measure something with a ruler that's broken or a scale that's unbalanced. The very tool you use to understand the world around you becomes unreliable. The paradox forces a deeper, more uncomfortable question. Can we ever truly know ourselves? We trust our thoughts to guide us through life. We rely on them to define who we are, to tell us what's true, and to give us the answers we seek. But what if the very foundation on which we build our understanding of reality is, in fact, unstable? What if our thoughts, the ones we trust so completely, are as capable of deception as they are clarity? This paradox doesn't just challenge the thinking. It challenges the thinker. It forces you to confront a deeper question. Who are you beneath all your thoughts? If your mind cannot be trusted to give you the truth, then what remains when you strip away the constant chatter and contradiction of the mind? This is where the paradox shifts from intellectual curiosity to existential crisis. Is objective self-knowledge even possible? Or is every answer we arrive at just another clever story our mind tells itself in an attempt to feel in control? In a world where even your inner voice can't be fully trusted, the search for truth takes on a different quality. It's no longer about accumulating knowledge or finding certainty. The search for truth begins with unknowing, the willingness to confront the possibility that everything you thought you knew about yourself and about reality might be flawed. It's an invitation to let go of the false comforts of certainty and to find a deeper, more authentic understanding of who you are beneath the layers of thought, doubt, and illusion. At its core, the liar's mind paradox asks you to look beyond the mind itself, to question its authority, and to seek truth in a way that doesn't rely on its often deceptive whispers. Only then can you begin the true journey of self-understanding, a journey that starts not with more answers, but with profound willingness to embrace the unknown.